Welcome back, guys. Welcome to another buying video, guys. This is an early, as always. Just got up 7 this morning. Yeah, so I'm posting my match. This is a match preview we're doing for Fulham against Liverpool. We're away to them. So, guys, as always, turn your notification, guys, because our Liverpool contents are keeping. Yeah, so make sure you watch all the Liverpool content you watch, as always, as my channel, as I appreciate it, because I post my videos over there. So, as always, I share every football knowledge, match preview, and all that stuff. So, yes, an early one to start off with. So, let's hit them. About one first nice, guys, as always, they're a simple early ones. So I am looking forward to this game today. Yeah, playing today to Fulham. So let's get on with it. Yes, from last time out in the Premier League, now from last week we played Leeds United, and we came up in 0 draw. Now those two defence were absolutely astonishing. They kind of a low block team. Well, defenders have Leeds have been so strong this season. They got the best players. You got Tanaka, Calvert Lewin, Jacob Basel as well. Now with all the defence from these two people, you got Cortez, Robertson, or Van Dijk and Konate, and our right back Conor Brad and Orphan Pom could be either way to play. So yes, now those defenders would be okay, but with the block team, it's as you know, it's frustrating because when we came about 0-0, we decide to play good without no set pieces. But speaking of that, there's a shocking rumour about our set piece coach has been sacked about. Yeah, do you know who you call him? Because there's been, let's see who's our set piece coach, because they have this sacked it. Aaron Briggs. Yes, it says. So we have news for Liverpool. Have been sacked by the Spurs coach Aaron Briggs after 18 months. Briggs joined the Reds in July in 2024 as an individual development coach with responsibility for working on bespoke program with players, especially those making the transition from academy to the first team. Now, that's a shocking news to hear about Aaron Briggs, who's been sacked as a Spurs coach. So look how many goals we conceded, 12. So that's right. We're talking about Aaron Briggs, who's been sacked now from our squad and play, from our players, and Aaron Briggs, our Spurs coach, has been sacked, who've been potted away with his company. Now, with that, it's shocking to hear. about Aaron Briggs at the club. So we're looking to find a new with represent, but with the set pieces, it's it's like we can see so many times we just rotate in every game, but with that, it's nothing too sad about. It's about when Liverpool play good, with most set pieces get about 12 conceding goals. Now, with that, it's much as a point as it is, but with Fulham, yes, they came up, let's see, from last week. Oh, yes, it was a 1-1 draw with Crystal Palace, I think it was. Now, watching a big game for Fulham. Now, with that, it's a good result. They wanted to pick up points, but with Marco Silva looking to come back from the top 10, could be possible. Well, I think they're pushing up with that. It's frustrating for them because they are looking to compete from each side, from Liverpool to Fulham. Fulham have been being a better side, but Liverpool had to way more quality than they are. Now, let's get on to the conference from Ernest Law. Now, I think he just say that Joe Gomez might be back. I think he did say that. Let's see. There we go. There's the. Oh, that's just the video. Didn't add anything. Sean. Well, that's the one. Honest Law press conference, squad fitness update, Fulham preview, and more. Yes, while I talk about them, so let's straight on to the first question. On assessment of the season so far at the halfway stage. Now, riskily, I think there are two teams, by the way, with Aston Villa being really close to them, but because Arsenal won against Villa, they created a bit of a gap towards Villa as well. Riskily, those two teams are quite far away from us, and we should not look at those two at the moment in time. We had struggles throughout. We we started really well in terms of results. The games were really close. Then we had a phase of the season where the games were still really close, but we're constantly unlucky. I think now we have 7 or 8 games in a row unbeaten. But if you say this, you feel like they are flying through the league, but that's not what we're doing. Every single game we play is hard work. It's two teams quite close to each other. We are mainly the team that are probably better than the other team, but not enough. We are constantly within the 12% difference, and if you're inside the 20% difference, then going to throw or not means uh, love for the result. I will keep pushing, and the players will keep pushing together. Seriously, where we are, where we are more than 20%, we can make a difference bigger, and hopefully we can find a moment we can fly through the season before first 19 games. We constantly battle each other. Sometimes a bit lucky, sometimes a bit unlucky season. Yes. Right, what is talking about assessment for the halfway seasons? What is talking about from last season to this season? For this season, it's well, we struggled to lose so many games, like big defeats to Man U, to Brentford, to Chelsea, and Man City, Nottingham Forest, now and all the and losing to P PSV like 4-1 with when they concede about 12 goals, but with 20% of the players, I think they need to start pushing really well up. So they are aiming to get them back into full strength. They still have all to play for. Now, with the lot of the result effects on slot, I think that shows 20% of how your assessments go up. It's like putting so much chances, like so many plays. So yeah, so on Leeds being a first no draw as Liverpool's but okay, is it not nice indeed? It's okay, is it not nice thing to hear, but I think it's clear and obvious we hardly conceded chances anymore at this moment. A long time against the opponents we had in the last 7 or 8 games, but for me it is also clear and obvious. We found high hard to generate enough chances for all the ball possession. We we had we had that and that's not new for us. Just in what the players trying to do is they just keep on trying. They bring the ball towards the wingers to make inside runs. They play move on and do all the kind of things. But sometimes you need a bit of magic to unlock a game or set piece if that happens or something. I think the most nice year, but that's not our season until now. Yes, it's a first 0-0 in the Premier League with Leeds. Now, all the opponents are so hard. Well, not a hard one. I mean, but yeah, we're making say a few chances of this game now. As those defenders are you pound them. They just play like a good block team. Do do you know what they like? They just they just to play with magic. It's this is will not be our season to win. Well, we are trying to get our back to ourselves, but with the players and the boss, now I think so many chances like creativity. You still have more what you think. Well, being a good back team is not a bad thing. It seems like so many set pieces coming like conceding too much, too many chances to play for each other. We just play for play random. It's just weird, isn't it? So yeah. So next one, you're talking about Fulham. And what kind of game do you expect against Fulham? I expect a different game against Fulham because the manager and we play them. What I've seen from them, they play a home game, so I think they will try to attack and know what to have. But a lot, at least that is now that's why I know the manager. So it probably will be much more open game. So we have to show in time to concede as well as maybe will be has to create more chances as well. But it's a difficult one because last time I think we lost like against a group from the team they had a draw against the Palace on Thursday. I expect a different game, but let's see. I don't expect five defenders, but I didn't expect five defenders against Leeds as well. But they did. Yes, five defenders from each team like full two Leeds, not Leeds, and Fulham have five defenders. They're both strong at the backs. They still got um they still got Kevin Bassey at, at the back with um with the rest of the players like um well Aaron Smith Rowe is not. He's a midfielder. But yeah, the defenders, they have five. So we're going to name five from defenders to Leeds. Like for Leeds, Barjol, Julian Bogle, Tanaka, Joe Wood, and well, that's more than five, is it? Before Fulham, all I remember is Kevin Bassey and yeah, Kevin Bassey, Joachim Anderson, and Timothy Costanier, and Izzy Diop, and Antoinette Robertson. Yes, so it's five defenders. It's as always what they like to play from that game to expect them. Those like to play home, like they have a lot of attacking play, but with those two teams looking battle for a win, but with the defenders, like been drawing lots of games like Leeds draw to Sunderland and Palace to with Fulham is totally makes sense. They probably have so many chances to play for a point or not. So and whether he feels being fourth on the table and halfway point is a fair reflection of the Bulls season so far. Yes, although the margins are small, I've said a few things already in the press conference that could influence us having 3, 4, 5, 6 point more maybe like against Leeds and like so many are like other games if we would have done bit better to than we would have 5, 6, 7 points more as well, so that could have changed a little bit from open play. From where if I look at Arsenal, look at Man City, and look at us, I think it's fair, about them, there's many points behind them, or the reason that I've explained, but it would have been fair if we brought them the way we played. Now, yes, we're talking about top four with Arsenal, Man City, and Aston Villa, and Liverpool all in the top four. Now, what this means to be in the top four on a halfway point, it's like we so many points to about 5, 6, or yeah, like 5, 6, 7 points. Now, yeah, 4, 5, 6 points, something like that with our something to do with the top four to earn more points, which is from the set pieces they play. It's like hard being like not like being conceding a lot. I'll go with the set pieces is being so many hard like speaking of set pieces, we just played so many set pieces from each game, right? Yeah, so many set pieces we conceded, like to Chelsea, to to Arsenal and Chelsea, Man City, and Man U and Brentford. Now, with all the set pieces from each game in the Premier League, for being top four is uh, being realistic here. It's about not what you have. You still got 5 or 6 points, but being unfair, you earn points. The reason for that is it would be fair to see how they play. Arsenal were on the top of the league. No one can stop them. But Man City are third, and Villa are second. So it's hard for me that those teams have the better points. But with 4, 5, 6 points, I think it totally helped to show what we are from the top four. It really does. So let's move on. Yes, we did talk about Aaron Briggs. Yes, we did talk about him on a departure from of Aaron Briggs, also coaching staff. First of all, I want to thank him for 1.5 years we worked together. He was a big part of us winning the league. That's something else. He had a big help to me. He's a very good human being, as I promised young English coach, but I think sometimes happening in January and June. Both go out of the way, but that is what happened. Over Australia, definitely finally tried for himself because he did a good job and he's a very good human being and promising young English coach, so he deserves to get more chances again. Absolutely. Like with the watcher we're talking about of Aaron Briggs, it's it's from last season what he has done to work with us with being a separate coach. He needs to solve the teams are solve the players like like if you're a low block team like against Leeds they're low block team, but with Liverpool they might be a low block team. But with that it's big, being a big part of it. It's all about conceding like 12 goals with set pieces, but without let him go, they decided to bring who will who will be replaced. Yes, or rather he'll be replaced or Briggs. I think it would be surprised to you if I never talk about players. We've been down in a row, start talking to you about in terms coaches. We could be, but of course we are going to have to do someone is the best for us now. But as long as I have no news about them, I cannot share them about it. Yeah, no, we can't talk about that being replaced on Briggs. They just want to talk about the coaches, bit more like of course the former Glasgow Rangers coach Boncourse, who's our assistant manager. I think I think he's a surprising one to be our assistant because he's still part of our team, but he's still a former Rangers guy. But with him, he had decided to show what he's capable of, what he's aiming for to be in his club. But with all like so many Dutch like staff to help them out to replace, but there's no names, so we have to keep them in. So on so on, I know I'm going with fitness. I expect Joe to train with his son John. Yeah, he will train on Friday. And not yet. I think we'll just see what we have. What players on the bench against Leeds that we haven't played anyone in the Premier League. And these players just keep going with so many games to go with. And when I was like, I don't want to take Friday and work off, for example, 2 days after the fourth. Gave me felt like I was trained so too much to that's why they couldn't train. He had only trained 4 hours today. Without games coming from it, it's too much of it. If you don't, I just if you don't, so many players available with the Premier League experience. And of course, Cricket opposed to good with Brisbane to win all other things. I want to have to take the kind of players available with at least some Premier League experience for schedule. We go down and we're not only going in, we have two of non football, most of 6 or 7 non-stop playing football. Everyone is stated. I guess there's a possible clean sheet if I have to take some point, and it is, and if you cannot take then get a yellow, so he's not suspended. Yeah, so he still play for Liverpool. So let's start with our lineup and my prediction. So I gone with a entertaining, but I won't tell you yet. So I got Alisson starting for Liverpool. Now, what he did from last week against Leeds, being a football team, it's all play well for with Alisson to serve his credit what he's been doing in that is just to show how good he is, like being a goalkeeper for Alisson. Well, it's about Leeds from last week. 0-0 isn't a bad game, but we just decided not to be drop points, stay in the top four. without being realistic with Alisson, he deserves his place to be starting on the fence now in the back. Okay, so wobble. Now, I expect to start with Kirkes more. With Kirkes played well, start to adapt more, yeah, he started really adapting, pushing well. He's adapt, adapting it in all the situation in defence. He has to solve to from both sides in defence start, adapt he to serve what he needs to do. Because with Wobble or Kirkes to start adapting the defence from the lacking of that situation, they could stop helping the defence without up pressure still in a tough four, but with Kirkes still putting his socks up. I still got Virgil and Connor to start as always in the back as a centre back. Now with that, now we did talk about the suspended of Ibu. It's not going to happen now. It's not going to happen. Which is not what's talking. Talking about. He still be able to play. But so with that in mind, those two, well, those two being incredible. But our captain, we have the responsibility. We have because we decide to play in defence. Like it's not about adapt much in defence. It's not a hard point that is because right now we don't have pressure right now. The top four is coming. We have fourth in the league. What does this mean for us? I think for me it's frustrating. So with Virgil and Konate have full potential, well, in defence, they still have that mindset of the setback they played. As they kind of been used to defenders who played well from a low block to Leeds team because they decided to play well. Being a low block team, you just show yourself. Don't be afraid to put pressure on yourself. We just play on. So many chances, so many questions too much and our set pieces. So our right back, like I think Joe will be back play, but he might be on the bench for this one. Like on our right back, I know Connor Brad still play for Liverpool. I still picking him to start. Now with Connor Bradley still off the good start from last week, but with that, yeah, about his injury, it's okay, but it's not as concerned. But he still be playing for Liverpool. There's, yeah. So Slot will have to say, Joe. As a right back, but I totally agree. If I pick him, he will use him as a sub. Well, is that the so? I think Slot wants more. Yeah, I think Slot wants Gomez than Connor if things going ahead. So I might going to start with Joe Gomez. Joe Gomez hasn't started, so lots of some start, but needs his time to be on bench. So I'll still stick with Connor Bradley. And right back in midfield, I've always got McAllister in midfield with Ryan Wirtz and Ryan Gravenberch and Dominic Joboslai. And well, I think he'd be, not play in midfield. If you find like that, he'd play in right range. So I got McAllister, Ryan Gravenberch, and maybe, yeah, Gravenberch, Flying Wirtz, and McAllister, and maybe, obviously, Jones to play in a 10 role is as the thing goes well, about Curtis playing the 10 role, it doesn't matter what he plays, but let's start with the front three. Yeah, Dominic Blackgreen still got his confidence in himself. As always, got Hugo up front, left wing, Cody Gap, who he's back for Liverpool. That's my lineup today. Got 3-2, and he was scored for us today. Yes, I did say Floyd versus, yeah, 2 goals to, well, not 2 goals. I give it to Hugo, 80k, and Floyd Words and Floyd Words and Dominic Soboslai. And for Fulham, I did say Raul Jimenez and Harry Wilson, and that's my prediction for today, which is 3 o'clock. So yes, still on Sky. Yeah, thank you. I'll see you in the next video. As always, and other ones we might do the leads very soon to cover our match action, but we're still doing a match action for the Fulham one, as always. So thank you for watching, guys. Cannot wait to see your thoughts on the shocking news. So guys, thank you. Enjoy this game. Looking forward, guys. I hope we get the win. So yeah, let's hit them. One more first last, guys. As I said, turn your notification, guys. Still got Liverpool content coming up very soon. Because right now we're playing Arsenal next, so it's a big game ahead. So let's beat the Gunners on. So we have to tell them what they are. Because Arsenal are totally scared of us right now. So who knows? So see you guys. I hope we see you next week. So let's bet on the Gunners. See you guys. Peace out. Come on, you Reds.